and a pleasant day to all of you here watching this video. Maybe after or right now. I know no one's tuned in yet, but we will be starting the qualifying process for the first ever Marble Live race here at the first track. We will be using the Matsuyama circuit. Fairly not so much a recent circuit that was made, but it still can produce a lot of competitive events and moves with this very interesting layout. It's a very boxed appearance, but there's a sector where there are a lot of low speed corners that the marbles or the characters will have to traverse through with precision and efficiency. And with a completely new revamp and maintenance, the track is ready to be used for the opening race of the first season of the live Marble series. If you're not familiar with the qualification process and who's in the roster, we'll be showing you just about right now. Give me a second here. Now, currently, here is our roster for this amazing event. 60 characters from 60 different anime will be competing to see who can be the best marble racer here, and it will be such a competitive field. As we move on to the qualifying mechanism, Q1 will see all 60 marbles run at the same time. I think it will be no collision if otherwise, and only the top 50 will move on to Q2. So the bottom 10, they're eliminated, and their placing will be put in the placement standings, which will be relevant in the scoring system for the championship as well. So you need to be very, very consistent with your results. Now, for Q2, 15 more will be eliminated. Same process, but this time there will be collisions as it is a qualifying race now. So it's not just like a ghost run where you're fighting each other at the same time, but no one will collide. And now for Q3, it will also shave off 15 more racers, leaving 20 marbles to race for points in the race day. That's how competitive it is. 33% will be the ones that will compete for points in that weekend, while the rest come home with nothing. And to top it all off, there are only 12 positions with points. So that's going to be an additional 8 who will not be able to gather points. Placement leaderboards will be relevant once we reach the end of each segment of the season. There are 4 segments. We initiate the starting segment until race 9. And the top scorers in the placement leaderboard at that time will gather additional points. Next is the second stage, which will provide a lot of fighting, as that will be round 10 to 19. The next one would be round 20 to 26. Last but not least, the finale. round 27 to 32. Now, the end of the first 3 segments will give off extra points, as I said, stage bonuses to be specific. At the end of each stage, the top 5 in the placement standings, which will be dependent on your result in qualifying if you don't qualify for the race proper, or your race result. Whoever has the most consistent finish will get extra points, the top 5 that is. Now, the placement leaderboard is something quite interesting to see. You want to have the least points here. You want to be at the top of the leaderboard with the least points. That means you need to finish in the top as consistently as possible. First place will mean 1 point, and then 60th place will mean 60 points. It's truly a challenge of consistency there. Championship leaderboard will definitely be more relevant though, but it will also see who has the best consistency in terms of finishing the points. So this is the most relevant out of all. Track list here. First off is Matsuyama, then Sunrise Boulevard, Peridot Park. That's a triple header. Well, not really a triple header, I mean like a 3 in a row tracks that I have made, and then we move on to Waterground and Battleground Garden. Coffee Raceway, SNES Mario Circuit, Hakodate, McDonald's GP, which will round off the first stage. Without further ado, let us start with the qualifying segment of the first race. Q1 will give off a lot of challenge, a lot of challenge, and it's gonna be the defining for the first impression, and it will definitely be interesting race. 3 laps, it's around 3 minutes for each qualifying race. So you take a shorter look at the track. So you see once again, this is what it looks like. Everyone's in the first row now. Who will be eliminated first in the inaugural race? And we are off. Neck and neck still, but that one column having a lot of trouble. That's Ichigo, Okurun, and Karuko right behind everyone else. But it's Mai and Joseph, Kilo as well, leading the pack. So the vital U-turns here is going to be very, very, very vital, as we see here. In the slow corners, Joseph now leads, following a very good performance in the inaugural season of Animarble, which was recorded but not posted yet, But, as we see here, Karuko already falling behind quite a lot. It's only the top 10 that will not advance in Q1. That's Shinji as well, trying to go through the inside line for a faster run. But let's take a look at the bottom 10. You can see there, tearing near the back is Natsu, Mob, Luch, Jinwoo, Edward, Shoyo, and a couple others. Karuko still not having the chance to catch up. That's Kyosoma, Kurisi, Makise, and Kaguya Shinomiya off the track. What has just happened? That was an off camera as well. Megumin is also off. What has gone on? Izuku also hanging up quite a bit there, losing a lot of momentum. Mao Mao leads the third lap here with Rino Ichikawa as well, right behind. These 3 marbles very much in the back as well. Natsu, Dragneel, Karuko, Wagari, and Izuku Midoriya very much needing to catch up, but it's gonna be a far-fetched sight there, but Asta trying to take the lead for Q1 Reno as well. Reno will win at Q1 there. But who will get that refining bottom 10 performance? And we see Hitori Goto also falling off quite a bit after the race. Bit of fixes having to be made here just in case, just in the sake of safety and less track defects, of course. We do see some of them not being able to properly get on the elevator. That might be a problem. But that defines it. Yusuke Urameshi, below that, will be the ones who will not qualify for the first ever qualifying session. They are out of the race and they will not go further into this weekend. Q2 will start shortly here, but have to wait just a bit to prepare a lot of things. Now we are ready for Q2 session, and it's gonna be even more, an even more bigger bloodbath as well. The elimination line increases from 10 to 15, and it will be the same for Q3. 15 marbles will also get eliminated at there. It will also decide pole position, but we don't mind pole position since grid placements can vary which one is the more beneficial one. And really, it's a matter of how you qualify and how you race. Wait, nope. It's randomized. You cannot randomize it. It's by order. Okay, there we go. Q2 will be about to start. Who will be the next 15 that are out? And we are off a bad start from the back row as usual. But we have Satoru out and Asta leading the way. Kana is also there, but Satoru leads through the slow curves here of Sector 2. Haruhi is also right behind Howl, trying to make a move as well. But let's focus on that back row because there's a lot of things going on here. Denji holding up a large train of marbles while Killua is in the tail of it. Satoru, Howl, and Haruhi still fighting for that top 3. Kiyotaka and Koji also there. As you see here near the back, a lot of competition. Let's try to focus at the back here for now. That's Marine, Kitagawa, Shinji, Ikari, and Yui Hirasawa as well there for nearing that cutoff area, the transfer spot. Meanwhile, a lot of marbles trying to catch up here, a lot of moves trying to be made. Okarun and Light, you can see there one of those moves, but it's going to be a long way from there because we only have one lap left. They will have to dig in deep here if they want to qualify. I'm assuming that's near Marine, Yui, Shinji, no, maybe perhaps Spike near that cutoff area. Meanwhile, Tanjiro is off the course. That's Howl and Satoru as well, still fighting for the lead. Now this time Haruhi has fallen to 4th. Now Saitama's in 3rd. But let's see at the back here. That's Killua and Okarun fighting for not last place in Q2. Meanwhile, that's Jinwoo, Gintoki, Spike. Oh, Spike gets pushed to the outside, but has a good recovery. But will it be enough? Also trying to make an overtake on Shinji. And we see here, it's going to be very close. Meanwhile, that was Saitama who won Q2. Who's going to make it to Q3? It's going to be very close. Mob hangs on last place after a bad overtake. Or a bad turn, I mean. But who will get the boot here? It's going to be 36th, which will be out. It's going to be Hitori Isagi, Marine, Mai, and Rimuru. That's Yui Hirasawa who is out. Anyone below that, they are off the grid. That will be enough. That would definitely be such a disappointment for a lot of these marbles. A lot of notable marbles out here in Q2. That's Joseph Joestar, the reigning champion, as well as Killua, who managed to clinch 4th in the championship before as well. And Sungjin were also there. Luffy, Okarun, a lot of heavy hitters here who have the highest expectations. Also have a bit of the underdogs here with Yui Hirasawa, Shinji Ikari perhaps even. Light Yagami also in the mix there. They will not go any further this race, and it is off for them. We'll get ready for Q3 after that. We are ready for Q3. Who will get pole? Who will race next day, tomorrow? And who will miss out heavily on the chance for points? Let us get started. Oh, hold on. My bad. Now let us get started here for Q3. 35 marbles fighting for 20 spots in the race. And we are off. The green light is go, go, go. Who will get the lead? Saitama holds on to it while Satoru still in the tracks of them. Just behind, as Kyoko is in the back of that tail of a train of marbles here. As they slow down here for the slow sector. And Saitama still trying to hold on to that lead. Satoru tries to overtake. Gets denied. Goku now trying to pressure as well. They are as well there. As Howl is in 4th, Senku in 5th, Shield in 5th. Oh wait, no, 6th actually. That's Rudius. Oh, what happened to Rudius there? They are right off the pace now. What has just happened? Must have been some sort of loss of speed there. But we will not know yet because it was off screen. Tam holds on to that lead while Goku is now in P2. Satoru in third. Meanwhile, as we look at the back, who could have possibly gotten 20th here? Goldship holding on to that position, but Marine gets an overtake and Goldship gets denied heavily. What a defensive move, but takes it back as a recovery. Edward as well though has gotten it, and who will get it in the end of this lap? Let's focus on the front once again. That's Saitama still with the lead. Haruhi also trying to battle for third with Howl. Satoru has fallen to fifth. Meanwhile, as we look at the back, Goldship holding on to 20th place, taking the inside line. But as you see, Saitama still has that demanding lead there. Quite a couple of marble lengths there. Haruhi trying to challenge Goku for third in the grid. But that top four, that Satoru will round off the top row if they keep that position. Who will get the 20th position? Goldship is still hanging on to it. But who will get it? That's very close. Saitama wins pole. But who will get 20th? It's Goldship. And anyone above below that will be off and will not have the chance to race in race day tomorrow. What has just gone on? No one has DNF'd as well, which is very, very happening. Oh, that's Marcel just off the track though. But meanwhile, that is an amazing performance. Saitama holding on to that amazing lead. That's a master class from Saitama. Goku as well. I think that's a career best qualifying for him. Satoru as well. No, not actually. I think he got pole once in the pilot season. Kiyotaka and Haruhi. Also some interesting names there. Howl, Pendragon from one of the most popular Ghibli movies, or Ghibli. I'm still not sure how to pronounce it. Karma Akabane in 11th place. Goldship in 20th. Rounding off the grid. Amazing work from someone who's actually a racer. So, yeah, interesting adaptation definitely for Goldship here. But a very lively representation for their franchise. High hopes for a lot of the fans, hopefully. Sailor Moon as well. Usagi Sukino, 15th position. Let's look at the ones that have missed out. 21st, Saiki Kusuo. Oh, that's such a shame actually. But it's a good start for a rookie like him. And hopefully there will be better results to come for them. Naruto as well. Missing out. Isagi, Yoichi, Iruma Suzuki, Mao Mao, Hitari, Rimaru, Marin, Kitagawa, Lelouch, one of the contenders as well in the pilot season. Also off. Haruka, Sakura, an even more newer rookie. Tetsuya Kuroko as well. Marcel was just falling off just after finishing. Kyoko Hori, Edward Elric, and Rudius, who has just not been able to catch up after that mishap in the first lap that was off screen. This will be the starting grid for tomorrow. That's Saitama on pole once again, I say, with Goku, Satoru, and Hao in the front row. Second row will have Haru Suzumiya, a new rookie, as well as Kiyotaka Yanakoji, one of the possible underdogs anticipated, as well as Nanachi and Shield Phantom Heart. Maisa Kojima holding off the third row with Ichigo Kurosaki, Kar Makabani, and Senku Ishigami in 12th. Ram Taki Tachibana from Your Name, Sailor Moon, and Kana for the 4th row. And finally, to round it all off, the last people who qualified, Levi Ackerman, Asta, Rino Ichikawa, and finally, Goldship. We'll see you next time. Tomorrow, hopefully, for the race proper, it's going to be an interesting challenge for a lot of these people. But for the 40 who did not qualify, they will have to wait for another race weekend to have their shot.